All right, guys, great schedule. No excuses here. Go win 11 plus games against this schedule. After 2 years, as you know, of the Niners being minus 3 weeks each year, essentially in rest differential, they're +9. That's the number at the bottom here. You can see the rest differentials on the screen. This could go to 10 right now. I'm giving them a 2-day disadvantage when they play the Bears because the Bears could be playing the Packers on a Saturday the week before. But all in all, the other thing to point out that I think is really important is look at the last from week 8 on. The 49ers play 8 of their last 10 opponents where the opponent is coming off of a road game. So when they play the Giants week 9, when they play the Texans week 8, we'll start there. They're coming off a Monday night game at Seattle. So Niners have the rest advantage and they're coming off a road game. When they play the Giants, they're coming off a game at Philly. Rams are coming off a home game. Cardinals, Panthers, Browns, Titans, Colts. That's 5 straight opponents. This column here is opponent's previous opponent. The opponent's previous opponents on the road. Now, Arizona's coming from Seattle, not a big deal. Carolina's coming from Atlanta, not a big deal. Browns from Vegas. Could be a big deal. Vegas. Titans are coming from Cleveland. I don't know. Whatever that means. Colts are coming from Seattle. So maybe I don't know, would they stay out on the West Coast? I would think not, but Bears are home against Green Bay. And then the Week 18 game is really interesting. This could be a Saturday or a Sunday. Seattle is coming from Carolina. If the Niners are in a really important Week 18 game at the end of the year, they're going to have an advantage over Seattle, especially if that game ends up on a Saturday. Either way, Seattle is coming from all the way across the country against Carolina. So if that game were a Saturday game, that would be a long trip and a short turnaround for Seattle. It'd be a short turnaround too for the Niners, but they'd be coming from home. They wouldn't be coming from anywhere. They'd be at home and staying home because the Week 17 is at home. Week 16 is at home. Week 15 is at home. Week 18 is at home. 4 straight home games to finish out the year for the 40. I'm sorry. Week 16 is not at home. Indianapolis game is in Indianapolis. So forget what I said about would Indianapolis stay out. Here, some of you already caught that, commented, told me I'm an idiot. That's fine. I am. But 3 out of the last 4 at home. But the thing to note there, the other stuff I said still holds up. Chicago and Seattle. Seattle's coming all the way from Carolina, potentially, if that's a Saturday game. The other thing, and this is not new. Well, actually, one thing. The Saints, week 2. You'd love for several of these teams to be early. The Bears, new offense for Caleb Williams, early. That's week 17. Fine. The Panthers, the Browns, who knows what their quarterback situation is going to be. In all seriousness, over-under the Browns, over-under on 3.5. Which quarterback number are they on by week 13? I'm going to go over. They're on their 4th quarterback by week 13. The Giants, week 9, quarterback. What are the Niners play? Okay. 7 teams that are basically potentially on rookie starters or like second-year guys. You know, Anthony Richardson's not a second-year guy, but he's been hurt. So an inexperienced starter, if you want to put it that way. The Saints with Tyler Shuck, week 2. Or Jake Haener or Spencer Rattler, but you love that game early before he's gotten settled in. The Falcons with Penix started at the end of the year, but second year-ish starter, first year true starter. The Giants, week 9. I think it's a very real possibility Jackson Dart's playing by week 9. I'm sure by the time we get to the season, there's going to be a lot, like the next 2 months. Could Jackson Dart start the season? I guess probably not, but given the situation with Brian Daboll, Joe Shane, the GM, like those guys are fighting for their lives. They're fighting for their jobs. I'd be surprised if Jackson Dart isn't playing quarterback by week 9 for the Giants, unless they're just balling with Russell Wilson or Jameis. So I think you're going to get Jackson Dart. I don't think he's going to start the year. So you could be getting Jackson Dart's like 5th start or something. But when you play the Giants week 9, Carolina, they're fighting for their lives from a quarterback standpoint. So that's a lot of guys. Colts, an experienced starter. Bears, second-year starter. Tennessee, rookie starter, week 15. Maybe you'd like that game early in the year before Cam Moore's figured it out, but whatever. I mean, rookie starter. Browns may be a rookie starter. Giants may be a rookie starter. Atlanta first-year starter, and Saints Tyler Shock. That's none of that stuff is new information, but where those games get placed matters. And we can sit here in May and figure it all out, and then one guy gets hurt, and the whole thing it doesn't matter. I like playing. There's some debate. Do you like playing the Seahawks game week 1? I do. I know divisional game early. It hurts if you lose it, but I think you've got the advantage, even though it's a road game. Producer Connor looked it up. 5 years since it's rained on September 7th in Seattle. In 2019, 6 years. 2019 was the last time it rained in Seattle on that day. Also, it's Sam Darnold's first start there. New offense. I know he beat you last year with Minnesota, but whatever. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. Surprised by the 5 primetime games? Not really. Surprised that only one of them is a divisional game? Yes. Surprised that they're playing the Bears primetime? No. Surprised that game's late? Yes. But Chicago is intriguing. The Bears are intriguing no matter where you put them. The league thinks the Bears are going to be kind of good. And that is a flex game. Rarely happens. Would be shocked if Niners Bears were to get flexed out on a Sunday night, week 17, but it's there if they want it. The Carolina game Monday night, that surprises me. The Atlanta Sunday night game, you might be thinking, well, Atlanta's probably only got a couple of primetime games. No, Atlanta's got as many primetime games as the 49ers, and they play a game in Berlin, which is not primetime. That's 6:30 a.m. Pacific. So it's the opposite of primetime. But Atlanta's in primetime a lot. So you can see what's going on there. Like Atlanta, when you play them on Sunday night, they're coming off a Monday night game against the Bills. That's a tough game. That's back-to-back primetime games for Atlanta. That's a big deal. That's the only team you play coming off a primetime game. The Niners play no teams. Look at this opponents list. The Rams, week 10, okay? They're coming off New Orleans. And the week before that, the Rams had a bye, but they're not coming off a bye. Week 8, they're playing Houston. Houston's coming off Monday night at Seattle. So the Niners are traveling. Houston's traveling back from the West. Houston's going to take a longer flight than the Niners are to get to this game, as long as everything works on the SFO tarmac. So Houston's not coming off a bye. They're coming off the week before they play this Monday night game against Seattle. That's a bye. Okay, this is the opponent's opponent again here. So the previous game for the team in the opponent column, the Falcons. All right, Atlanta. The week before I mentioned they played Monday night against the Bills. Before that, they were on a week 5 bye for Atlanta. Oh, not, I don't know if that's good or bad. Maybe it's good. But there's just so much good here. And again, at the bottom, a net +9. It could be +10 if Chicago's week 16 game against Green Bay ends up on a Sunday. At this point, we're looking at a Saturday. But just a ton of good situations here. There are no reasons to not win a bunch of games for the 49ers if they're a healthy football team. And even if you just go win a bunch of football. If last year everything went wrong, they won 6. Last year's team this year should win. There's a take. Last year's team against this schedule should win 8 games, which is nothing great, but that tells me this team should win 11 at least against this schedule. Love it.